outdoors. I wonder if it's still there. It is, of course. It's just that because of this bloody little virus, none of us are allowed to go outside and play with it. Which is a pity, because I've got a new bike with whom I should be going on marvellous adventures. And to go along with that, I've got a whole catalogue of new bike bags, which are just sitting around conspicuously empty of camping supplies. Look at this. Nice Blackburn seat pack. Look at this. Revelate Designs Sweet Roll handlebar bag. Look at this. Surly branded, also I think Revelate Designs frame bag. Look at this. Revelate Designs egress pocket. Look at these. Beautiful, handmade in the UK re-strap fork bags. Look how clean they are. They're clean because when one is out on one's government approved 1 hour exercise bike ride, one does not really require fork bags. That said, I have been going out with bags when I go out on my government approved hour-long bike rides, but I haven't been using any of those bags because a little while back, while I was browsing in my local Lidl, I wandered along the Isle of Dreams down the middle, and lo and behold, Lidl now do bike packing bags. So I bought a set, and for the last few weeks I've been giving them about the best shakedown and testing that I can under the circumstances, and now I'm going to do a little video about them because realistically, what else is there to do? The set's made up of a bar roll, a frame bag and a seat pack. They cost £9.99 each, and they're made by the brand Crivet, who I believe are just a sub-brand of Lidl who make outdoorsy, sporty type stuff. I'm going to start at the front, I'm going to work my way backwards, I'm going to talk about them. Let's go. This is the harness for the bar roll. It's got 3-point attachment to the bike using these little Velcro straps here. On the front you've got these 2 plastic clips to hold everything in place when the dry bag's in there. You've got a little reflective patch on the front with this loop where you could attach a bike light or something. Other than that, it's pretty devoid of loops really. All of these bits of strapping are sewn down, so there's not really very much opportunity to attach anything else on top of this. Inside you can see we've got this Velcro patch, and this helps to hold the actual dry bag in place once everything's mounted up. The dry bag here, this is 9 litres, single entry, roll top. It's made of, it's quite stiff, almost feels sort of plasticized material. You've got a seam all the way down here. I mean, so far it's fine. I've only been out in some very light showers. It seems to be waterproof, it seems to seal well. You can see on the back here there's this Velcro patch, which is where it mates with the harness. This is glued on somehow, or maybe some kind of seam sealing thing. It's definitely not sewn. So it has yet to be seen whether that will one day start to come loose. There. Once it's all packed up and clipped shut, it actually holds together pretty sturdy. It's quite a tasty little bundle. Downsides of it that I've noticed are really mostly to do with how it attaches to the bike. You might have noticed me say that it had 3 points of attachment and to then indicate the 2 Velcro straps on the back. That's because these Velcro straps, they just loop through these little webbing loops and they come out so easily. One of them has gone walkabout in the house somewhere. You just have to be very careful that when it's not on the bike, you keep them Velcroed shut, because otherwise they just disappear. The other thing I've noticed is that they're not beautifully finished on the ends. The seams are a bit rough, the stitching's a bit messy, and that means that with cold fingers on the road, it's actually more fiddly than you'd think to get them threaded through these little eyelets and attached properly. So you could probably replace these straps with something better. It's the kind of thing you have kicking around in boxes of bike nonsense. And that really is the only complaint. It would be nice if it was a double ender, baby, so you could get in from both ends, but then it's not a massive bag, so it's a luxury one can do without. Assuming that it holds its waterproofness, then yeah, for a tenner, can't argue. Pretty decent. Moving swiftly on. Frame bag. It's a diddy one. It's only 2 litres. It's got 4 Velcro strap attachment points for the frame. Single side zipper entry. Once you get inside, you've got this little zip pocket attached to the back, which you could use for keys, change, etc, etc. It seems to be made of the same stuff as the dry bag from the handlebar roll, so it's quite plasticky, it's quite shiny on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. It seems alright if you just want to carry some tools or a spare tube or foam wallet keys or whatever, then the size isn't a problem. The straps are pretty long, which is good because I can't really imagine a frame that this wouldn't fit on. But actually on my bike, with quite a skinny top tube, the straps are so long they actually hang down and semi get in the way of the zip. It's not a big issue, but it's something. I think the failing point of this is going to be the zip. It's quite stiff and it feels quite lightweight, and it feels like, I mean, zips are always the things that go even when you buy super top of the range kit. So my money is going to be on this zip failing before probably any of the other bits of this set of bags. But, you know, again, for a tenner, for sort of medium to light usage, it's not a bad little bag. And to end the party, here we have seat pack. It's the usual attachment that you've probably seen 100 times before. You've got Velcro strap, goes around the seat post. These jobbers go through your saddle rails, and yeah, that's much as normal. You've got some bungee on top here if you want to connect anything else to it, stick your jacket underneath it or whatever, and this little reflective strap which has got a ladder of loops, all of which you could hang a light on if you so desired. They've taken a bit of a different approach with this one than with the others, in that the dry bag inside is not the bag that you see on the outside. It's a separate unit which is only attached at the mouth here. And what I found is that if you stuff this quite tightly full, then you go in to grab the thing that's at the bottom, it prolapses, which is a bit of a pain. And I don't know if you can see, but this isn't the same fabric as the dry bag. This is just thick plastic. It's not kind of plasticized canvas or anything. It's just like a really fancy bin bag. So I don't know. It's a bit of a faff to get back in. I wish I hadn't done that now. But I had to demonstrate. I suffer for you people. I really do. That's that. That is a bit of a faff. It leaves the inside very wrinkled, and it's a bit of a fiddle to work with, to be honest. That's my main gripe with this one. It's a single unit bag as well. It's not like a lot of seat bags, the Blackburn one I showed you at the beginning of this video, where you can take the dry bag out of the harness, leave the harness on the bike, take the bag away with you. This is one single unit. If you want to take this off the bike, you will have to undo the seat post strap and the straps that go through the saddle rails, and they are a bit of a fiddle to get back in. Not just on this one, I just find them a fiddle in general, to be honest. Quite rigid down this end. It's got little pockets here which have a horrible plastic insert in them to hold the shape at this end, and I have just noticed actually that it's starting to wear through, I think, where that plastic insert is vibrating against the fabric. So I've got a little hole there. I've got another one down there, but I think that's where it's been rubbing on my rack on my bike. So it's not the sturdiest of materials, really. That's kind of the summary I would give to all three of these bags. They're okay. They feel and look like bags that cost a tenner each. If you are in the market for some luggage for your bike, they're great. You don't have to worry about buying frames and panniers and all that nonsense. You can just buy these, strap them on, and you can go. And they'll last you for a while. You know, they'll do you well. I think the bar roll particularly feels pretty good, except for those points I made about the straps. It feels pretty decent. The frame bag, I don't think that zip will last very long. I could be proved wrong. We shall see. The seat pack, again, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's gonna go for thousands of miles, but I could be wrong. I've given these a fairly decent riding. You know, I've probably put 100 miles on them, maybe more. I don't really know. It's all been short rides, a few brief rainstorms, and they've performed absolutely fine. Now I've done that, and I've done this video. I'm probably going to donate them to a mate, and they will continue to be used, and so we shall see how long they go for. If he's still riding with them in a year's time, maybe I'll do a little update video and apologise for ever questioning them. So yeah, little bike bags. They're really not that bad in my opinion. Maybe next time you're wandering down the Isle of Dreams, deciding whether you need a tile cutter and an inflatable paddling pool shaped like a pony, or whatever other weird stuff they always have in the Middle Island Lidl, maybe get yourself some bags. Maybe go bike packing. Maybe one day soon, we'll actually be allowed to go outside on an adventure again. Wouldn't that be nice?